Hi everyone, my name is Rosie Davidson and I chose to research Gina Green for my behaviorist project. Gina Green attended Michigan State University for her bachelor and master's degree. She then went on to Utah State University for her doctoral degree. She's currently the CEO of Association of Professional Behavior Analysts and has been since 2009, so about 10 years, and she has been an active professional in the ABA field since 1989. She has also worked at the New England Center for Children and the University of Massachusetts Medical School, the E.K. Shriver Center. The 5 articles that I read for this project were Comparison of Behavior Analytic and Eclectic Early Interventions for Young Children with Autism After 3 Years, Behavior Analytic Instruction for Learners with Autism, Advances in Stimulus Control Technology, 2 Methods for Teaching Simple Visual Discrimination to Learners with Severe Disabilities, Intensive Behavioral Treatment for a Toddler at High Risk for Autism, 3 Important Things to Consider when Starting Intervention for a Child Diagnosed with Autism. While searching for articles by Dr. Green, I also came across some articles that she has written about the lack of knowledge and preparedness of graduate students. I did not read these articles, but they did catch my eye since I and like all of you, are a graduate student. And I do intend to read them in the future to hopefully check my own preparedness to make sure that I'm not lacking any vital skills or knowledge or understanding of any of this information that I will be using for the rest of my career, hopefully. If I were to talk with Dr. Green, some of the questions that I would ask were, why did you choose the ABA field? What brought your attention to the lack of knowledge or preparedness in graduate students? What is the most unexpected research finding you have discovered? Is there anything you would go back and do differently? And finally, where do you think the field of ABA will be in 5 to 10 years? My third question, what is the most unexpected research finding you've discovered? I find this an interesting question because oftentimes the unexpected is what the unexpected findings or what goes against our thoughts of what we think works very well that we later learn does not work to the level we thought it did or at all, can be more changing to the field as a whole. And so I'm curious if she has had any of these breakthroughs per se. And also, where do you think the field of ABA will be in 5 to 10 years, since it's such a fast changing and constantly changing field? 5 to 10 years is a long time in those terms, so the field could be vastly different from what it is today, and I'm curious what her predictions are for that. From the articles that I read, Gina Green seems to focus mostly on early and intensive intervention for young children diagnosed with autism or kids who are at high risk for autism. And she also is involved with stimulus control and discrimination teachings or procedures. While reading her article, I came across, she basically says that we are always trying to implement the principle of stimulus control in our clients in a positive manner so that, for example, if somebody walks into the room and says, hi, we want our kids to say hi or wave or use an appropriate and functional form of communication to acknowledge that person, and that is a form of stimulus control. It doesn't always have to be a negative thing, which I feel like some people view it as a negative thing because they don't realize that we are always using stimulus control. So yeah, and I look forward to using this information in my future work as a BCBA, hopefully throughout my whole career, and I can look back on these articles that she has written, some of these guidelines and best practices that she has written about, specifically with stimulus control and discriminations, to reference back if I ever need some more information on it. Thank you.